and welcome to Christine's Magical Moments. Today we are at Universal Studios Hollywood. My last live stream happened to be of the pass holder preview of the Universal Studio Tour, but today we're here in the daytime, and what they didn't have last time is something that I absolutely was looking forward to, and they have it today. So we're gonna go on the studio tour and we're gonna check it out. I actually just got off of the studio tour on TikTok. So if you're here from there, welcome. If you found me just by scrolling, welcome. It's great to see you all. All right, it looks like the lines have picked up a little bit. So give me just a moment here.
No.
That boy. All right, give me just a second. All right, everybody. This one. Thank you. All right, everybody. So like I said, this is the studio tour in the daytime. Yeah. If you're new here, welcome. I am Christina from Christina's Magical Moments. I'm your host. I stream at theme parks such as Disneyland, Universal Studios Hollywood, and sometimes even Knott's Berry Farm and other magical locations. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I also post content daily, in particular on YouTube, sometimes Instagram, and I also post shorts here on YouTube as well. I am going to try and go live more, however, too. So yeah, a little bit about me. I am a wife, a mother of two. I have invisible disabilities, so I like to help those with invisible disabilities as well, help navigate through the parks. You know, like there's quiet places, there's the nurses station, there's the disability assistance pass, IBSIS, all that stuff that I try to help and inform as well too. So just wanted to let you know that I do cover that as well too. But I am trying to make my presence a little more known here on YouTube, as right now we're not sure what's happening with TikTok, if TikTok will be around and all of that. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Today we're at Universal Studio Tour, really excited. We're gonna have some fun today. And then towards the end of this stream, I plan on showing you some of the merchandise. We have some new merchandise as well too. Thank you. So, I'm gonna go right here in car 3. So yeah, welcome everybody. And I'm so glad that you're here. All right, and I do hope that this is also convenient for you as well too, because that means whatever live streams I do here on YouTube will actually be saved on Christina's Magical Moments. So if you miss it, you can rewatch it as well. And on top of that, you have the luxury of watching it right on your TV with a nice, crisp screen. So hopefully you like that. Unfortunately on TikTok it doesn't save. And then I do also post on Instagram as well. On Instagram I do post videos. In addition to that, I do post pictures as well. I'm on Threads, I'm on Facebook, and I also have a Patreon if you're interested if you're interested in that as well. So just letting you know, especially if you're new here and have never seen any of my live streams or videos, or didn't know if I had a TikTok and all of that. So yeah, welcome. I'm also still getting used to YouTube and having it horizontal versus vertical. So thank you for being patient with me. Thank you guys for liking this stream. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing. I'm so grateful. All right, so we should get the next one. We are in row 1 on a star. All right, thanks for being patient, everybody. But if you have a chance to, I highly recommend you come to Universal Studios Hollywood while they have the 60th anniversary stuff going on as well. It's really cool. It's a wonderful way to celebrate the studio tour. All right.
Animação do chat dela.
Ah, prije.
Ja, koliko nas ima? 2, 3, 4, 5,
Si, ali prva zauzmem mjesto, znači morat ćemo jedni, ja i ti sve strane da
Welcome everybody, welcome in. Sorry, I'm posting this on Discord right now. Paste. We do in fact have a Discord, Christina's Magical Moments. Be sure to check that out if you'd like to. That's where you get a majority of my information on where I'm at and everything. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. I'll get on the next one. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hit you. Sorry, they actually took the spot that I was looking for, but that's okay. We're just gonna go over here instead. There we go. We'll do this instead. There we go. It's all good. Who's all here from TikTok? Or who found me through Universal Studios Hollywood? From TikTok. Yay! Well, welcome from TikTok. Hello. And I hope you enjoy the experience. Hello. This YouTube world is a little bit new for me as well too, so thank you for being patient with me. And if you're wondering, the reason why I said I'll get the next one is because the couple in front of me decided to move over here, and so the couple over there wanted some room to themselves, and so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna let them have their space and I'm gonna get off, but it actually everything worked out, so it worked out well.
Thanks everyone. Love your enthusiasm. Everyone say hi, Francisco.
Hi, Francisco.
Nice. Way to follow directions, everyone. My name is Peter. I'm going to be your guide today as we look today for secrecy on some of Hollywood's hottest filming locations. I need to make sure you all have a pair of 3D glasses. If you don't have 3D glasses, raise a hand. 3D glasses. Oh, you need 3D glasses? Mark, keep those hands up if you need 3D glasses. No? Okay, just checking. If you need 3D glasses, keep a hand up.
If we need 3D glasses. His camera's a little high.
You don't need to wear your 3D glasses right now. You can if you want to. It's a free country.
It's a free country.
The Backlot sets are undecorated.
I try and update you guys on the Fast and, to answer your question. I try and update you guys like every couple weeks on the progress of the Fast and Furious coaster. Right now it's just a giant dirt pile, but as it progresses, I will continue to keep you guys posted in a YouTube short or a TikTok post. But welcome everybody. It's so different, this YouTube, it's so different. But we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna be on the studio tour, we're gonna walk through, look at some merch. And then I have a new member of the family. His name is Jack. He is a kitten, about 1 year old, so I do have to leave at a reasonable hour. But I'm glad you're here.
Right now you're realizing that there are no belt buckles, but I love that you're following directions, everyone. I heard you as a result. So seriously, let's keep the fun moving with some safety rules. Here we go. If you need any assistance, if you have a medical emergency, if you drop something of value off the side of the tram,
and just a reminder to you guys, for the most part, I don't do much talking on the tour. As to be courteous to the people around me, as well as you guys who might want to hear what the tour guide has to say. So if there's any questions, I'll try and answer them afterwards. Maybe I'll interject here and there. But yeah, just a heads up. Anyway, enjoy the tour, everybody.
During the tour, be prepared that today's tour features loud noises, sudden tram movement, sound effects, and many water effects. 100 cameras out for break photo opportunities. Keep an eye on them so that they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and the safety of those around you, please, no selfie sticks while on board. Got all those safety rules out of the way. And let me just reiterate, my name is Peter. I'm going to be your guide today. Sitting here next to me is the one and only driver of the year, 2022 and 2023. Everyone, give it up for James.
Woo! There's your Fast and Furious right there, by the way. This is the hill that Fast and Furious coaster is going to be on.
I'm Jimmy Fallon. Welcome aboard the world-famous studio tour. I know you think, why the tux? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world-famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
Sour watermelon.
And here we go. So on March 15th of 1915, Carl Lindley, the founder of Universal, invited the public into the studio to watch silent movies be made as welcome set to set early in the new technology involved in filmmaking. But with the invention of sound and the need for quiet on set, the original walking tour ended. In the 60s, under the leadership of company chairman Lou Wasserman and executives Al Dorsey and Jay Stein, the idea of reviving the tour returned when Grey Line buses originating in Hollywood made a stop here. On July 15, 1964, the first of the red, white, candy striped Glamour trams took 67 passengers on a 2-hour driving tour of the Universal lot, and the world-famous studio tour was born. It started with 2 drivers, 2 guides, and a ticket seller working out of a trailer on Lancashire Boulevard. And from there, the studio tours expanded with fantastic, one-of-a-kind Hollywood elements like the Burning House and the Bronx Line, which were here in this area of the Night Line back in the 70s and 80s. Right now, you're on an electric tram. As Universal Studios continues its commitment to create zero emissions studio tour fleet. And it is no stranger when it comes to changing out their vehicles, because it started with the Glamour trams in 64, and in 83 upgraded to the super trams. In 2000 they added video, and now they have electric trams like the one you're on right now. So we've just entered the front lot. Here to your right you see Super Nintendo World. This area used to be, in the 60s, a dressing room for Lucille Ball. In the 70s, it was an office for Oscar Award-winning costume designer Edith Head, and then in the 80s it became the Preview Center, which was a popular stop on the tour that included a special effects stage. Here to your left, you'll see sound stages. A sound stage is a soundproof warehouse where they build sets for filming. These sets over here, these stages over here to your left, stages 8 and 7, used to be home to Superstore. Then they were home to Saved by the Bell, now they're home to the show Bel Air, which is a Peacock original, and here are 2 of the stars of Bel Air, Jabari Banks and Alicia Witt, tell us a little bit more about the studio tour's 60th anniversary.
Leaving the theme park behind and entering the front lot of real Hollywood magic today. Now, well, let's have the sound system that surrounds us. kind of environment it's from. For the past 60 years, studio tour visitors have been right by these buildings, and inside these walls, the sets from your favorite TV shows and movies have transported audiences anywhere the imagination can take you. Even to a palatial mansion in Bel Air. When we film Bel Air, we love coming out of the sound stages and seeing the trams filled with excited guests as they drive by. So, keep an eye out. You never know who or what you'll see on the studio tour.
You definitely never know who or what you'll see here on the lot. A number of shows filmed here on the lot currently, like Lopez vs. Lopez, America's Got Talent, The Voice, Bel Air, Ted. Some great examples of shows that have filmed here on the lot over the years. A couple of new shows that have been filming here on the lot are shows like St. Dennis Medical, which is a comedy from the creators of Superstore, starring David Greer and Wendy the Planet Bunny. Also, a show called The Classic Spy, starring Ted Danson, which has been filming over here on the right. Inside of these sound stages here on the right-hand side, stages 18 and 19. And stage 19 actually is very familiar for Ted Danson, as this is where he uses a good place. Stage 19 is a popular filming location that was used in some of the scenes of the movie Oppenheimer, which is also available on Peacock. There to your left, feel free to raise a glass as you see Ted there welcoming you to the front lot. Just behind him, you'll see the production bungalows. These bungalows are used in the pre-production stages of filmmaking. And a number of companies have their offices over here on the left-hand side, like Illumination Entertainment.
In the early days of the studio, these bungalows were used as dressing rooms to the stars of Hollywood's golden age. Now, they're used as offices where some of Hollywood's top directors, writers, and producers work their magic to get a production ready, including my company, Illumination. At Illumination, we've made some of the most successful animated films in box office history, including Despicable Me, Borax, The Secret Life of Pets, Minions, Sing, The Grinch, and the Super Mario Brothers movie. And the team is hard at work again as we launch our next film, Despicable Me 4.
There's my boy! I know you love your dada! Go on, say it.
Yes, of course he loves you. He just doesn't show it on his face. Or with his body language.
We've had some really good sequences in Despicable Me movies. The heist of the Honey Badger is now officially my favorite. What it comes down to is the emotional through line, and I believe that that's why these movies have stayed in people's hearts.
Now, here we are crossing from the front lot into the back lot, and here's Jimmy Fallon to tell you more.
We're about to cross the imaginary boundary onto the back lot, where we have exterior sets for many outdoor scenes. Over the last 60 years, studio tour guests have seen these locations turned into big cities, quiet suburbs, even that guy's hometown. Yeah, that guy. For countless movies and TV shows. This is Universal's Metro Sets.
Now, here we are visiting the Metro sets. We're going to come to Metro Beach short for Metropolitan. We're coming up to
Just want to say welcome to everyone who's just joined in. We are at Universal Studios Hollywood on the Universal Studio Tour.
Project or St. Dennis Medical is prepping over there for it, right there to your right. Also, Bruce Almighty, as you can see there on your monitors, and to your right-hand side. But right now, we're getting ready to take a trip to Courthouse Square. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Courthouse Square.
Welcome to the Courthouse Square. These sets were used to create Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films.
And they represented multiple time periods: 1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015. To this day, this is one of the most popular sets on the Universal Studio Tour.
We had a lot of fun making those films here on the lot. I wonder what it'd be like to go back to those days. If only we had a time machine.
Hey everybody, do you think we can get this tram up to 88 miles per hour?
You would
future.
All right, we're gonna find out about that
Let's
88
do
miles an hour,
this.
right? And here we are in Courthouse Square. You'll see Doc Brown in a time machine right over there. It's your left.
Here it is! Doc Brown!
Capacitor hitting the time machine, sending it 88 miles per hour and directly into the future. And now we are all here together in this precise time and location here. 60 years, is that right? We're celebrating 60 years, and you are now all a part of that history. Give it up for yourselves.
Woo! Thank you, Doc!
Alright, you see some great filming examples that took place inside of Courthouse Square.
Oh my gosh. Oh, love it.
We're going to another very historic location here on the lot. Instead of me talking about it, here's Backlot to tell you more.
And self-action. Did you know the Metro sets were once the home to Hollywood's biggest star? Right here is where the original studio tour King Kong attraction resided from 1986 until 2008. He stood 30 feet tall and weighed in at 13,000 pounds. Over the years, millions of guests got to meet King Kong face to face as he shook the tram. So close you could feel his hot banana breath.
That's right. So, it's worth noting right now.
That's my last line, and then the tram moves on to the next thing.
That's right. That was the plan. So, it's worth noting that right now we're on New York Street, which has been used in a number of productions at CIS, Criminal Minds, House, How I Met Your Mother, The Mindy Project, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., American Ninja Warrior, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Hacks, American Auto. Oh my gosh, I forgot. St. Dennis Medical, which I just mentioned earlier. It's been filming here on lots of these great examples of shows that have been filming here in the Metro sets. And the benefit of filming here in the Metro sets, as opposed to, say, filming on location, is that here in the Metro sets, they have complete
Up in the distance there, you can see Hogwarts.
So much so that they're able to manipulate these
The back of the Great Hall right there.
Make them look like
spire.
a number of different metropolitan cities. These Metro sets have been made to
It
look
is a
like
busy
downtown
lot today,
LA,
I gotta say. I've been seeing
London,
cars
New York,
like
Chicago.
crazy.
A great example of that
There's a lot.
is in the movie Blues Brothers.
When the Pinto fell and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street, that
May
was on the back lot. You
5th.
dropped it from a crane. You dig like that in Chicago.
No, I won't be here on May 5th.
When people ask me all of the movies I've ever done, what was the most satisfying and the most fun, I've got to say Blues Brothers. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, drink, dress up. All that had got to be an actor and a writer. So it was a good piece of work.
Danny called John America's best because just he walked into anybody's house.
During the shooting of the movie, John was missing, we couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him, saw a light on in this one house and knocked on the door.
He said, sir, we're doing a movie down here, we're looking for one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago, he's sleeping. He was America's guy, and he literally that good.
Now we're getting ready to take a trip to Skull Island, but here's Peter Jackson and talking about King Kong 363.
It's the original King Kong that saw that movie on TV.
And by the way, yes, I do see 5 fires.
I like films that just take you away from your real life. Like Kong from Gaza, I mean, you're on board a ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters, creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Star Island, and it's great to have you on the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have to have your glasses ready. Don't come on yet, just have them in your hand as they go down to Star Island.
Alright everyone, please remain seated, hold on to your belongings, and largest, most intense 3D experiences. So we're gonna go. Alright, and if this is a medical emergency, pull the cord again.
Uh-oh.
Alright, if you drop something, pull the cord.
The phone!
Alright, I'll be right there.
In our car, go figure. Well, again, for those of you who are here, welcome. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having as much fun as I am.
My phone's up inside the dress
Okay, so inside of here, was it once the animation started? Was it tunnel?
They dropped their phone. Oh no.
Okay, so we already stopped, correct? Okay, I'll let the driver know CD. CD when we stop later on, okay? With something else.
Oh yeah, they'll stop. They're really great here. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think I've seen it. It's good. It's good.
Well, they ask you when to pull the cord. Typically, you pull the cord once to stop the tram immediately. 2 pulls, they'll ask you for the second pull for an emergency, and then they'll ask you if that has been pulled, if it's something else.
All right, everyone. Again, thanks again for following the safety rules. Please see me when we stop the tram, which will be a little bit later, and I'll tell you how to get your phone back. Okay. Now, King Kong 360 3D was created by Peter Jackson and his team.
There's the Glamour tram.
Won awards for their work on Avatar, King Kong, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and they've also worked on the Hobbit films using screens that are 40 feet high and 180 feet long. They're able to bring you that 360 3D experience.
With a project like Studio Tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know when people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram is driving along through Skull Island because where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
And you get to see another side of the metro sets over there on your left. And see some other great filming examples that took place in the metro sets. Those buildings that you see on the left, although they look like they're made of brick and stone, are actually made of foam, rubber, and fiberglass. Here to your right, you'll see a mural that was just completed back in 2018 to commemorate the Universal monsters.
An instrumental part of the process of designing these murals was getting to go to the Universal archive. Going there, I got to see in person props from the movies, photos from behind the scenes, original illustrations from those movie posters, all this stuff. I had an early affection for movie monsters. I was always fascinated by the magic behind making monsters. But I fell in love with zombie movies and monster movies as a young kid.
Now, you'll see some sound stages over there to your left. Stages 30, 31, 32, and 33. Those are the newest sound stages here on the lot. They were completed back in 2019, and it's where they filmed for The Voice. This body of water over here on your left is known as Park Lake. So back in 1974, Universal added Park the Waters to its tour, and this all is inspired by the classic film The Ten Commandments.
This tram is overloaded. Tell them they can walk on water. It's part of the tour.
So Park Lake is also notable because it's where they shot scenes for the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. And it's just part of the legacy of horror films and monster movies that stretches all the way from Dracula, which was released back in 1931, to the upcoming Dark Universe and the Universal Epic Universe, opening next year in Orlando. And here we are entering Little Europe, which is no stranger to those monster movies. And Little Europe is called Little Europe because with the use of various props and costumes, it can be made to look like any place in Europe. I'm sure many of you recognize this location though from the hit show The Good Place.
You Eleanor Shellstrop on deck.
Cool.
This location, afterlife. Come on, I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
I just got a text from my dad saying there's a 4.3 earthquake out here and asked if I felt it. I'm like, nope. I'm on a tour right now and it's already bumpy as it is, so no. I missed it. So no, I didn't experience the earthquake, though ironically we are passing the earthquake set right now. But if you're in the LA area, there was just a 4.2, 4.3 earthquake that we just missed because we're on a bumpy tram.
Those of you who've taken the tour before know that this is normally the point in the tour where we head on over to stage 50 for the earthquake effect. Stage 50 is undergoing some renovations, so that's why we are here on Denver Street. Now, Denver Street has a very rich history when it comes to westerns over the years, and as we're moving along, the next stop on the tour is gonna be the town of Amity. So you'll see a billboard coming up over here on the left-hand side welcoming you to the town. And then you'll see the town coming up over here on the right. The great white has been caught. Now waters are safe and clear. Alright everyone, and please remain seated, hold on to your belongings. Sorry, you have to see that, stay calm, keep your arms and legs inside the tram, do not panic, alright? Anybody see the shark? In the trees, what?
That was Bruce. Apparently he knows that fish are friends and not food, but he's not aware that humans are also friends and not food.
Now another person who does a really great job is today's show co-host and weather anchor, Al Roker. Now here he is to tell you about this very classic area here on the Universal Backlot.
time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968. Welcome to the only part of the backlot with a 100% chance of rain. The flash flood.
And I'm sure many of you figured it would start raining today. And if you did, then you must be Nostradamus, because it's raining right now. This is movie rain, no relation to movie cone. This rain is a result of some sprinklers strategically placed at high points. They shoot the water up into the air, and then it comes back down naturally, creating the effect of rain. But that's it, right? It's just a little drizzle, nothing more. Wait, say it again, what? Oh, okay, hold on. Part 3, somebody look to the left. Everybody look to the
Ah, so close. There we go, and it's recycled. See it? It's been recycled back up the hill.
So that is a result of the water takes the water at the top of the building, look at all that. At the bottom of the building, it's great to take it all in, and it just gets recycled. I know you're thinking to relax. The water was harmed during the making of that effect, and if you want to know what it would look like on screen, remember the movie Big Fire? Now, we are at about the halfway mark.
Huge.
6 Points, Texas. What about the bird
So,
nests up
the
there?
studio still remains private property. If you drop a personal item or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord, but please do remain seated at all times. So this area here is known as 6 Points. You may recognize 6 Points from the streaming series Angeline, or if you saw Quentin Tarantino's most recent film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you definitely recognize this location from that movie. As we move forward here, you can see, get a more of a look of it, and you can see it looks like something right out of a Western. It's been used in many Westerns over the years. A number of cowboy heroes worked right here at 6 Points.
Yeah, we already did.
Oh, another tram coming in.
Now this is a little bit of deja vu all over again, as we're gonna drive by an area that we just drove by moments ago. So if you didn't get a good picture of the billboard welcoming you to the town of Amity, it's gonna be coming up on your left. You get a great shot of it there. We're gonna pass by the town of Amity one more time, and here's Steven Spielberg to tell us a little bit more about the Jaws attraction.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal. They were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the crowd.
Need to cut him a break.
And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it
There's
did
the
in
chicken
the Atlantic
ranch.
Ocean in 1974.
And those of you saying, wait a minute, that area looks familiar? If you were a fan of the show Murder, She Wrote, then you'll recognize the location we just passed is Cabin Cove. There to your left, you'll catch a glimpse of Colonial Street, which used to be home to the Desperate Housewives. Now it's where they film for such shows like Ted and Bel Air. And over here to your left-hand side, you'll see some replicas of the original props that were made for Back to the Future. Lion Estates is where Marty McFly lived in the Back to the Future trilogies. Now, Back to the Future, one of the executive producers of Back to the Future was Steven Spielberg, and here he is to tell you a little bit more. His time with Universal.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left. And then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage.
All right, everyone. So I was just told that we're coming up to an area where there will be filming nearby, so I'm going to have to throw this graphic up. And I just want you to see over there to your left-hand side, you can see that there is an experience awaiting you, a step onto the lot experience, where you will be able to get off the tram and take pictures with many of your favorite vehicles or props from Universal movies, all right? It's up to your discretion to do that or not. You don't have to, but if you want to, the opportunity awaits you in honor of Universal's 60th, the studio tour 60th anniversary, okay?
So they're filming right now, and that's why we're keeping it down. But in the meantime, that is a real plane. That is not a replica. That is a 747 that they brought here in pieces anyway, and it worked out well. I am aware that they did redo or repaint these, last I remember, if I'm correct. But yeah, this is from War of the Worlds. And then in the distance there, you can see the Psycho House. And we won't be able to see it on this stream in particular, but Mother is in the window. Let's see if I can try and see Mother. She's in the left window. I don't think we can see it. Nope. I tried. See, they're filming something. All right, so this is where we get off the tram. It is a really cool experience because we get to see an OG glam tram, and that's probably my favorite part. See if Norman's out. Possibly. All right, let's do this. All right. So here we are. Here is the OG Glamour tram. See? So here's the Glam tram. Some seats face backwards. Look at the driver. The driver's area right here. It's so cool. Isn't that cool? But that is the OG Glamour tram. It's awesome. All right, we're gonna make our way there, but go later. Let's see. I believe these are props from movies. See how it says hold. Pretty cool. In the distance there, you can see the Hollywood sign as well. There's Bates Motel, but the Hollywood sign too. That is a photo op area. If I remember correctly, this experience will be happening until August. So if you do come to Universal Studios Hollywood and you go on the studio tour, you can have this experience as well too.
Daddy, the shopping cart says
all right.
climb on it for all time.
All right. And then here is Norman Bates' car. There's Norman. From what I understand, he's been dying to see us. So, you know. So anyway, there you go. In the distance there, you can see the Psycho House right up there as well too. There's Norman in the window. Hi, Norman. Oh my. So he's in the office right now. He did wave hi. I don't know if you saw that. He did wave hi. All right. Here's the Glamour tram right here. In its glory, all its glory. The original Universal Studios Glamour tram established 1964. So cool. Man, what it would have been like. So cool. Love it. All right. There's Norman. All right. Got a little more packed than it was, so people are taking advantage of the photo ops. The photo ops that are available here is we have the Fast and Furious right here. So if you want to take a photo there, you can. There is a line for it. I also would encourage you guys, if you need a screenshot or record or what have you, check this out. Scan, create, and share. You do not need to be here for this, but you can have your own experience with King Kong picking you up and waving you in the air and everything. So you can check that out right here with this QR code. They also have another one right here for Jaws. So with the Jaws one, you're in the water. And, well, you know what else is in the water. So you can also scan that as well, too. Again, you do not need to be here in the park to have this experience. It's really cool. In front of us, you see Jaws. If you remember Jaws, he was on the upper lot. If I remember correctly, he was near the Back to the Future, I Love Lucy store, around that area. But this is that original Jaws hanging shark right here. Okay, and then there's one other area over here, and this is the King Kong fist From what I understand, this is an actual replica from a photo opportunity that they had after the studio tour that was created at the 30th anniversary. That's what I heard. Still trying to figure it out, but it's really, really cool. But yeah, so you get to get off here and have some magic. I love it. I love to experience magic. But yeah. So yeah, be sure to scan those barcodes. Thankfully, we are doing a live stream, and it is on YouTube, so you can screenshot, screen record, and check it out. And I will be posting most likely a video on a story, a YouTube story, or on TikTok of some of these experiences as well. Yes. All right. So I was curious if Jay is here. I don't see him. Don't see Jocelyn either. It's all good.
No, they already called
But yeah.
And I was like, I didn't answer.
I'll turn it around for now and say hi. I didn't really get to say hi to you guys yet. But good to see you. Good to have you here. I love this experience. I think it's so cool. The only one that we're missing is, from what I understand, they had like a Jurassic or a dinosaur experience that I have not yet done. I may have to go on another good YouTuber who I absolutely love, Jimmy Good, on one of his studio tour experiences, because he got to do that and I want to see what it was like. So yeah. I personally would have liked to experience it on my own, but I gotta see it, and I don't know when it's gonna be back up, at least before the crowds come back. I know I have 2 kids, and my kids get out of school at the end of May, so starting in June it's gonna be pretty busy. Maybe even the middle to end of May. Yes, a lot of film sets were burned down, including the clock tower twice. But they repurposed it, or they recreated it and everything, so I'm glad that they did. But that's what's really cool about Universal Studios Hollywood, is there's a lot of filming that happens here, and I love that feature. Been to Universal Orlando once, and I need to go back again, but the studio tour is definitely a unique experience to hear. After the studio tour, I plan on taking you guys to the store if you'd like to see the 60th anniversary merch, if you're interested. Let me know in the comments. I miss the old Kong. Me too. I do too. Everything's so digital now. I miss it too. Never been to Universal Orlando before. Highly recommend. Especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. You got to check it out. It's really cool. Yeah. So currently what we're doing is we're waiting for our next studio tour tram. We will have a different driver this time. Oh, in the distance you can actually see the blue screen that was used in like Apollo 13. Remember when the capsule lands in the ocean? That was the blue screen that was used for that scene. They would fill up some water in front of it, and that's how they would do it. That's not the only, that's not the only time they use that, but that's one of the most popular as well too.
Parking. No parking spots.
Yeah.
So we were like, we looked at it and we were like, no, bye. We can't do this.
Also, let me see. Turn off the Wi-Fi. Sorry, I had to turn off the Wi-Fi there for a second. Just a heads up. Towards the end of the Nope set, which we're going to be going on next. So we'll get on this tram, we'll go on Nope, we'll go on Fast and Furious, and then we get off the tram. When we go to the Nope set, towards the end, when we go to the Lasso Star experience, there's a really nasty lag. If that happens, I sincerely apologize. It usually lasts through the beginning of the Fast and Furious experience. From time to time, the stream will drop, at least it does on TikTok. So if you're interested, be sure to subscribe so that if it does drop, I can hop back on, and you'll be notified as well too. So All right, here we are with no tour guide. At least not yet. Oh, there we go.
Hi guys, just please wait until we open the door. Please wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll just go up here. Get out of people's way. There we go. All right, but yeah, check this out. Also, shameless plug for Circle of Hope Boutique right now. This adorable loungefly is Fox the Phoenix. He has a little tail and everything. Drops today at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're interested, go to Circle of Hope Boutique. I also have a coupon code, which they are gracious to give to me for my viewers. Code MAGICAL, and you get a discount off your order. So just wanted to share that with you if you are a loungefly fanatic such as myself. But yeah, this is the experience. If you've done this experience already, what was your favorite photo op? Drop that in the comments below. All right, we are loaded up. Let's do this. Hi. Bye, son. All right, so now we're approaching the Nope set. Once again, there's a lag towards the end there. Hopefully the stream sticks around and stays. And yeah, we'll make it through the lag.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, I thought they said the rest of the experience. I guess I'll just go ahead and let everybody know we're about 10 minutes from the end of the tour, so we'll head back to the theme park pretty soon. If you need any assistance, if you have an emergency, just remember to use the red emergency cord overhead. That'll be my cue to come back to help you out, if it is safe for me to do so. But yes, we've had many big directors work with Universal throughout the years. Alfred Hitchcock, Steven Spielberg, and we just saw a little testimonial from Jordan Peele as well, known for movies like Nope, Us, Get Out. Speaking of Nope, we saw
So
a little
aggressive,
bit of
aggressive titles.
He used some of our sound stages for Us and for Nope, and he used part of our. They built these sets for Jupiter's Claim on our backlot once they were done filming, when they actually filmed the sets for Jupiter's Claim. If you look on the right up the hill, you might see that big balloon with the green hat up there. We are going to be heading up there. So they filmed those sets in the Santa Clarita area. If you're familiar, specifically Agua Dulce,
Thank you everybody for being so patient. Looks like the trams are a bit backed up right now, so we're waiting to
They broke them all
go.
down, and they brought them to the Universal backlot.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Kiki Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Are you ready?
And so while we wait for our turn, you see more of it there on the right-hand side. Now, they did an interesting filming technique for Nope. They did what's called filming day for night. So if you've seen the movie Nope, you know a lot of it takes place, well, at nighttime. They're out in the open air, they're on a bunch of ranches. Well, those were actually filmed during the daytime. Now, most of the time, if you're filming day for night, if you're in maybe the metropolitan sets, you can set up a tarp to block out the sunlight. If you're indoors inside of a building, you can cover up the outside of the windows so that no sunlight is getting in. It looks like it's nighttime. But how do you do that if you're on a big open air ranch? Well, the cinematographer for Nope, his name's Hoyt Van Hoytema. He's actually, he was nominated for an Oscar this year because he was also the cinematographer for Oppenheimer, which won Best Picture at the Oscars this year. So the Nope cinematographer, or Hoyt Van Hoytema, when he was cinematographer for Nope, he built an elaborate camera system. He had a regular camera filming the regular image, and he had an infrared camera through a series of mirrors capturing the same image, but in infrared. And then they would flip the image so that all the light parts of the picture were dark, all the dark parts of the light, and they overlaid them on top of each other. So by doing that, it made it look like it was filmed at nighttime. You could still see everybody's face, you could still see Daniel Kaluuya's features, but it just looked like it was at nighttime, even though it was filmed during the daytime. Now that is movie magic, if you ask me. It's very easy to see behind-the-scenes photos of them filming in the daytime before they overlaid the image, and it's very clearly daytime. The sun is coming down, but once they work their movie magic, they overlay that image from the infrared camera, then it looks like it's nighttime. Now that is mind-blowing. That's the kind of ingenuity I love in filmmaking nowadays. In fact, that lake that you might have driven by earlier, they were talking about parting the Red Sea, that was also used in Nope. That's where Daniel Kaluuya's character drives down at the beginning of the movie Nope. Oh, and here we go. We're heading up to Jupiter's Claim now. You see that big balloon there? You might recognize it. It has a big story importance in the movie Nope. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, but very good movie. Highly recommended. And now, we're going to take a trip inside.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Look into the winking room and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Right. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of gold rush frontier town lies a sinister city. It is smack dab in the center of the world of Foxtrot. Welcome to the world of Nope.
Creepy inside of Jupiter's Claim. If you want to stick around, I'm sorry, but nope. So before anything happens to us, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out and head towards a part of the studio where we once had an attraction called the Doomed Glacier Expedition, but it was better known as the Ice Tunnel. The Ice Tunnel, it was featured in an episode of The $6 Million Man, starring Lee Majors with Andre the Giant as Bigfoot. The tram would climb to an imaginary elevation of 12,000 feet. And the only way back to the theme park was through the Ice Tunnel, where the slightest sound could trigger an avalanche, and it always did, causing the walls to spin and the guests to tilt along with the Hollywood special effects.
There is a
Speaking
VIP
of special effects, I hope everybody has their 3D glasses.
tram in
You don't have
front
to
of
put them
us.
on yet, obviously. We're still outside. I'll let you know when it's actually time
So
to
yeah,
put those
it's kind of
3D
backed
glasses on. But we are going to head somewhere.
And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation.
I just want to let you know in advance,
My name is Special Agent
I do
Luke
apologize
Hobbs of the US
if
Diplomatic
the stream
Security
drops
Service.
out.
And
It's
as of
telling me that the lag is
16.9
really, really
seconds ago,
bad.
I'm the
So I
man in charge.
apologize in advance.
The hell you are. Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you snake guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him.
All right.
Don't you
mute?
That's right. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. We're taking care of business. Hobbs out.
Yeah, we're really backed up. And you can see right there, that is a
It's,
VIP tram.
Fast and Furious, Special Agent Luke Hobbs, a certain family.
And Chris,
is
the
gonna
poor
be keeping us
tour
safe.
guide, is really
You
trying
might
to
have seen
stall
some of those Fast and
the
Furious
best that he
picture
can.
cars back on the step off the lot, or step onto the lot experience. Maybe he took some cool pictures with those cars on that, what was it, a speeding backdrop. Yes, picture cars, that refers to any vehicle seen in the movies. Even if it's not a car, even if it's a boat or a plane, well, if it's a vehicle in the movies, it's considered a picture car. Even spaceships. I'm a big Star Wars fan myself, so you think of those speeders they're riding, maybe those bikes like in Return of the Jedi, and they're speeding through the forest. Well, those might not be real vehicles, but they are vehicles in the movies, so they would be referred to as picture cars. And picture cars have been used pretty much all throughout filmmaking.
They're gonna bypass it. Yep. We are bypassing Fast and Furious. I don't know if it has to do with us being really backed up or something wrong with Fast and Furious, but we are.
Oh, no. Is this the one that's like going Oh. Well, folks, I'm getting news that the FBI managed to catch Owen Shaw. So, unfortunately, it looks like there was an issue. We won't have to go that fast or furious after all. Yeah, sometimes things don't go according to plan. And on a film set, things don't go according to plan during the take. Well, they would call that a blooper.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, this is not the first time that that's happened to us before. It's all good. But I think what we're gonna do, like I said before, we're gonna head to the Universal Studio store. And it seems fitting that after the 60th anniversary studio tour experience that we just had, to take a look at the studio tour merchandise. So we're gonna do that next. Hey, Unique!
I'm the victim here. Don't you smile. Don't
Well, on the positive, we don't have to deal with the lag.
And folks, that is going to take us to the end of the Universal Studio Tour. So I'm going to let our co-host Jimmy Fallon take it away one last time.
Over the past 6 decades, the studio tour has taken guests on an amazing behind-the-scenes look at a movie studio in a way that only Universal can. I hope that you had a great time today, and on behalf of everyone at NBC Universal, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60 years.
So the question in the chat was, do they have the Spirit jersey in this Universal Studio store? As an avid studio tour, as an avid Spirit jersey fanatic, it is not a Spirit jersey brand. But we can definitely take a look at the long sleeve, for sure.
Universal destinations experiences. From 2 Glamour trams traveling around
unique,
the lot in
I
the
love
summer of
that.
1964, we've developed into much
Jennifer.
more, including 7 theme parks and entertaining millions of guests.
But yeah,
every
it's
year,
not a Spirit jersey
including
brand.
The upcoming Universal Epic Universe opening in 2025. I'd also like to acknowledge all the Studio Tour ambassadors, drivers, and studio guides throughout history who have helped to make the tour world famous. From the first 4 guides and drivers to the hundreds of team members who support the tour today. I also want to say thank you to all the annual pass members aboard for coming back, taking tours again and again. If you're not a pass member, you can always update your ticket at the box office. Also, make sure you got the Universal Studios Hollywood app downloaded. You can see the park is closing at 7 p.m. But on behalf of myself, Chris, and our driver, Tony, thanks again for joining us.
No, it's not a Spirit jersey brand, no.
And as we say here in Hollywood,
Spirit jersey brand, it's its own brand. It's the example I would give is it's like when you say, hey, can I have a tissue? Or someone says, can I have a Kleenex? A tissue is just a general term for that type of product, but a Kleenex is the brand of product. So, if that's helpful at all. But yeah, we'll definitely check it out. You guys want to go? Thank you. Yeah, so Spirit jersey is a brand. My favorite brand, might I add. Yeah. So it has the same style of a Spirit jersey, but the material is not the same. So Spirit jersey is more of a nice thick cotton, which for me is perfect for a majority of weather, different types of weather, while what they have here is a very, very light cotton, which probably won't keep you warm, or if it's windy, you'll still feel it. But yeah. So it's just a jersey. I don't know if you've even called it a jersey. I mean, you probably could, but I call it a long sleeve. But we'll look for it. All right, everybody. So again, that was the Universal Studio Tour during its 60th anniversary here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We did it once on TikTok and then went right back on for YouTube. So that was fun. Now we're gonna head to the Universal Studios store, as I mentioned before. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you all the 60th anniversary merch where they're honoring this studio tour. I would check out the link in my bio. If you visit the link tree in my bio, I think I have my link tree in my bio. I have a link for Spirit jersey and you'll see what they have. It's really cool. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I could share that with you. Yeah, I'm such a diehard Spirit jersey fan that like I know the difference. You know, how there's that brand that you're obsessed with and you're like, yeah, that's not a true brand of that. Like let's say some people like Louis Vuitton. Well, let's say there's an imitation Louis Vuitton. You're gonna know it's not a Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So now we're headed up the escalators and back to the upper lot. This is kind of like the upper lot, but still. And we'll go into the store. Take a look at the 60th anniversary merch. I'll just wait. I have the movie Wish Spirit jersey. Yes, I have that one too. I love that one. I use it a lot, actually. That one I wear a lot. I wear my Hogwarts one a lot. I love my Spirit jerseys. There's some I haven't worn yet that I really should break in, but I haven't done it yet. Just because it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I'll be able to get a replacement, so I don't want to ruin it. I don't know. That's just me and I'm just weird like that. Okay. And there is Hogwarts. I'm the same way with certain lounge flies too. Like, it's like, I don't want to use it. Not yet. Yes, they had a red Lion King and a black one. Yes, I would love to see if they have a Universal in Britain. I assume they're going to do a lot with Harry Potter if that's the case. But yeah, that would be really interesting. It is on my bucket list to get to London. There's so many Harry Potter experiences that I'm missing out on that I really want to do, for sure. All right, so let's go through Hogsmeade to get to the studio store, because it's a better view, I think. So let's just go through. Let's go this way. Yeah, so it's just a slightly different scenic route to get to the Universal Studio Store. And as far as Harry Potter merch, I was looking into it. I don't see anything new, so just a heads up. But they do have the 60th, and then they also have new merch for Universal, which is pretty cool. On it, they have Hogsmeade, they have the studio tour, they have, gosh, what else? Transformers. I'll have to show you that as well, too. But yeah, we're gonna take the scenic route. It's 2:39, okay. Have to keep an eye on time. Like I said, we have a new member of the family, a kitten who just got fixed yesterday. So I need to make sure he's okay. All right, let's do this. So, yes, there is a 40% off at the theme park as well as online, right? Before I continue, there is our beautiful Hogwarts castle. Can't not show you that. But yeah, 40% off of Wish merch. Definitely take advantage of that. If you, like myself, love the movie Wish. You might not get Harry Potter? Okay, well that kind of makes sense, Ollie. If the UK was already celebrating a lot of Harry Potter, I guess it makes sense. Getting busy.
You know what?
All right.
The pandemic has changed. Yeah,
grab these deals when you can. Got that right. Yeah, Box Lunch had a deal on something. I was like, oh, I want to get it. And I was like, no, just don't have the funds for it right now. There is the Hogwarts Express. It's gorgeous. I love it. All right. All right, now heading over to the Universal Studios store. Going through New York. No character characters out. Oh, the breeze is amazing, by the way, right now. Donkey's out. See, there's Donkey. Oh, the breeze is amazing. Oh. All right. Alrighty. Looks like they're trying to get people to upgrade their tickets to passes, which is worth it in some cases if you come, you know, enough. Oh, there's trolls. New York. All right. Let's take a look at this studio tour merch. Oh, there's Hello Kitty. She's so cute. Her outfit's adorable. Aww. All right. Almost there, folks. Thank you guys for sitting tight. Thank you to our new subscribers. Thank you for hanging out while I'm getting used to the ways of YouTube. All right. So let's check out the Glamour tram stuff, the new 60th anniversary merch. And here it is. Starting off strong. We have the popcorn buckets. Did I get one? Yes. They're so cute. This one has a pull tab on it. I will not touch it. But when you push the top, Woody Woodpecker does his little laugh. And when you roll him, he does a little wave as well too. And I guess that's the date that Jocelyn was telling us about earlier. They are $43.99. You have a limit of 2. They're so cute. Next we have Toffee. But the tin is just so cute. Not Toffee, Taffy. So there's some taffy, but the tin is almost worth it in itself. And of course, Jaws. This just came out not too long ago. I remember last time I was here, it was not here. This is a zip-up, like varsity jacket, and it's got the Glamour tram on the back. I think it's beautiful. I just don't trust myself not to get it dirty. There's also a poster. It says Universal Studio Tour with the Glamour tram and a multi-use decal sheet. They also have the Studio Tour bucket hat and the button-up shirt. Just so you know, $70, $28, not sure. He is $27.35, and this one is $60. That's actually not that bad. All right, let's go over here. They have more over here. They have t-shirts. The one on the top is $33. They have the Universal mug with Jaws on it. This one is $20. It says Universal City with the Glam Tram. They have the baseball shirt also, $37. And then check out the socks. They have socks. Looks like they have large to extra large, and these are $18. There's the backpack, which I think is really pretty. Side pockets in the front as well too. But it is a full size, and that one is $58. Studio Tour lollipops. That's what that looks like. $14. This is chocolate. Studio Tour chocolate. $12. They have another t-shirt as well too. $33. And then I love this glass. Look at this. It's so retro looking. Studio Tour I need to stop saying studio tour. It also studio tour. $12. And then there's the shirt right up here, and that one says $30. I like the color. Now, coming back around here, they have a 60th anniversary hoodie in like this, almost like a sea foam green color. And on the back is the Glamour tram. And if I remember correctly, this is 60th anniversary for $60. Yep, $60. Okay. Before we go there, you guys are asking about this. So again, this is not a Spirit jersey brand, but it is a beautiful long sleeve. It does have that slit in the middle, in the chest area, which I think is why we think it looks like a Spirit jersey brand, which is typically what they have. But the material is much thinner. I don't know if you can see that just with my nails, but it's a thinner material. It is cotton, but it's a thin cotton. The back has the Glamour tram and says Universal Studio Tour. I love it so much. I had to get it for myself. And I believe it is $75. Yes, $75. Moving on, we have the tram car. Now this isn't the Glam tram. This obviously is our current tram that we have. Very cute though. It's $20. And there's the poster that I was showing you earlier. The poster is also $20. Yes. And then they also have another Universal shirt. It's much more simple. $27. But yeah, the Spirit jersey brand is a little thicker. I like to wear it on windy days or when there's a light breeze, or I really do love it. I love my Spirit jerseys. We now have the Glamour tram in solid chocolate milk form. And I don't know if I see a price on this, but I can't imagine it'd be much more than this, which was like $12 or $14. Now, we have the buttons with Woody Woodpecker, Glamour tram, 60th and all that, $11. Then we have the pins. I had to get a set for myself, and I have to show you why in a second too. If you're a collector, check this out. I'll have to show you. Oh yeah, I got it too, Justin. I got it as well. But yeah, $19. And then the pass holder or lanyard pouch, $10, which is not bad at all. And the lanyards, which are, I don't see a price on them, but there's the lanyards as well. And then the last thing to show you, there's some kids shirts as well too. Those are $23. Here is an ornament, which I picked up for myself as well too. $12. Saw that. And then they have a 2-pack of magnets. Now I do want to let you know I did pick up an extra set of magnets for a future giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube giveaway. It's most likely going to be a Patreon giveaway. But yeah, so this will be here for a giveaway for Christina's Magical Moments. The bucket hat is one of the first things I showed you. It's right over here, and it is $28. So there you go. Now, I was telling you about this pin set, and what I thought was cool, and I mentioned it to Laurel the last time I saw her. If I go over here, I've got to show you. If you're a pin collector, this is right up your alley. Where'd it go? Unless they're already gone. No, it's over here. Wait for it. No. Maybe they already thought of my idea. Maybe I'm not the first one to think of this. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So I showed you this, right? We have Woody the Woodpecker, Glamour tram, and movie studio Universal City. But then you have the current tram. You have the current globe, the Universal Studios globe. And see, so if you put them side by side, I don't know. I just think it'd be cool. It'd be like the past and present. That's my opinion. So that one's $14.95, but just throwing that out there as a possibility for you guys too, if you are a pin collector. Glamour tram is one of the original trams back in the 1960s. They are striped red and white, and because it's the Studio Tour 60th anniversary, they are celebrating. All right, so that was all the sorry, Unique. Yeah. All right, so now that we saw that, let me show you the new merch that I just found that I really like for Universal Studios in general. I like it, and it's right over here. Ooh, they have new Pride merch too. Okay, so here it is right here. If you can see just from this shirt alone, they are, oh, taffy's a candy, like a chewy candy. You can see Hogsmeade. Let me show you. Studio Tour, Jurassic, Kung Fu Panda. I mean, they got it all. It's, so that's the kids' shirt. They also have Kung Fu Panda. They have it in glass form as well. So this is a fairly new set of merch. Photo album, the hoodie. In adults, all I've seen is a slip-on hoodie though. This is the back. In kids, I've seen zip up, but at the adults, I've only seen the slip-on. Okay. Now, they also have patches. Obviously, this would be my preference. But they have the Minions. Of course, they have to have Waterworld, Jurassic, Kung Fu Panda, and the Studio Tour. This one's really cool too, because I like the clock tower in the back. Sippy cups, blankets, fans. I gotta show you the mug as well too. The mug is really cool. So here is the mug. It's got like a churro handle. And then on the inside, I don't know, I think it's really, really cool. $22. Can the patches work on Universal Letterman's jackets? I personally wouldn't mess up the Letterman jackets with these. Thankfully, they are peel and stick, so it's not like it's permanent, but I'd be a little wary, personally. All right, so here is the women's, so you can tell by the fitting. You know, so it's like the salmon pink color. And then once again, here's more. You have the decals, you have a journal, you have coasters. I think the coasters are really cool. I like the coasters. They have like the main ones, Jurassic, Studio Tour, Waterworld, and Hogsmeade. Travel bags, or what do you call them? Reusable bags. This one even has a Simpsons, Transformers, and just in a different way. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Signature, another book, the blanket. And then check this out. I did consider getting this. I am not going to because I'm a hardcore Loungefly person, but they do have a mini backpack, just like that style. So there's a front pocket, there's some side pockets, which I think is cool. And then it says Universal Studios Hollywood right on the zipper. Jimmy Good! Hey, you! It's Jimmy! Hi! I'm just wrapping up the stream here soon because I was just showing them the newest merch from the newest collection. And I think I covered everything except for, like I said, this is the kids' zip up showing merch. Nice. Well, you know, one of us has to do it. Being that you're not as into the merch as I am. But yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as the new collection. Oh, they do have the lanyards as well too. So if you like the newer lanyards, that style, it won't be me. That's correct. I knew it. But yeah, so it just felt fitting that we end on this note, that we just did the studio tour. I finally got to see Doc Brown. Jimmy, I mentioned you earlier, being that I need to see the Jurassic or dinosaur portion of the tour, which I still haven't seen in person. So I'm gonna have to check out your video. I've been trying to save it for my own personal experience, but I haven't been able to see it yet. So I'm gonna have to go back to your video. But today we got to see Doc Brown. That was cool. We got to see him on TikTok, and I got to record him here on YouTube, so that was really awesome as well too. So, okay, but this has been a great YouTube stream. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Please consider subscribing and watching the live streams, as well as some past videos that I've done too. I think you might like them. Like, I did a butterbeer taste test with my husband, and my dad was featured in a couple of my videos here on YouTube, and he's kind of responsible for my love of fandoms. All his fault. But yeah, so keep an eye out for YouTube live streams, YouTube stories, giveaways on Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. Yeah, consider Patreon. I'm trying to incorporate more on Patreon as well too. But anyway, of course, Jimmy, it's always great to see you. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed to Jimmy, good. He is my personal favorite YouTube streamer and content creator. Goals. So, but he's a wonderful person. So anyway, but thank you again for being here, everyone. I hope you have a magical Wednesday. Thank you for your patience as things are a little bit funky personally in my family as far as our scheduling, whether it be me as a mom trying to finagle that, or a memorial that I'm gonna have to attend soon and all that stuff. So yeah, you're too kind. Well, Jimmy, it's true. You're amazing. Our family loves you. My husband and my kids, we all love you. Done, just subscribe. You won't regret it. In fact, one of his later videos, you'll see Sunny and my husband be goofballs together. Andrew on Secret Life of Pets was just hilarious as he's looking up, oblivious that Jimmy's recording him. Funniest thing ever. But anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you again. And as always, stay tuned for more magical moments. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.